Welcome to the 2025 Lilac Parade. This year's theme is Cruising Down Main Street. We've got a beautiful day here today, 65 degrees and sunny. Little breezy, but not bad. Little sunny. So we got a nice crowd going on.
Yep. And we had a chance, Yvonne, as you know, before the parade here to interview the lovely princesses.
And the Queen.
And the Queen herself.
That's right. And they'll be watching the parade from a very good vantage point, and then they'll make their way down here. We are here with the 2025 Lilac Court, and I am going to let each girl introduce themselves to you.
Hi, I'm Princess Chloe, and I'm a junior at Lombard East High School.
Hi, I'm Princess Delaney, and I'm a senior at Lombard South High School.
Hi, I'm Queen Marissa, and I'm a senior at Lombard East High School.
Hi, I'm Princess Olive, and I'm a junior at Lombard East High School.
Hi, I'm Princess Jillian, and I'm a senior at Lombard East High School.
So, ladies, congratulations to all of you. I know one of the big reasons that you participate in this program is because there's a scholarship attached to it. Can one of you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So there's a scholarship for $1,500. It will be deposited directly to the school. It's a great opportunity, and for all of us, it's not the main reason why we do this, but it's an added benefit, and it's really nice as well.
So I know some of you girls are graduating seniors. What are your college plans? What are you doing next year?
I'll be attending Illinois State University and majoring in production design and technology. I'll be attending U of I. I'll be majoring in history with a minor in secondary education to hopefully become a high school history teacher.
I will be going to Benedictine University, and I'll be playing softball there, and I will be studying health science and minoring in psychology.
So, Yvonne, you put all the college stuff on me. You wanted to talk a little bit about some of the outfits and what's involved in that part.
So I want to know about your dresses. How many dresses do you actually have to buy, or how do you get your dresses? They're so beautiful.
So I ended up buying about 4 dresses. 3 of my dresses were from Facebook Marketplace, and then one of them was kind of like a special one for our ball. And then the other 3 dresses that I wore throughout the time, including the one that I'm currently wearing, were my sister's dresses from her time when she was a princess. So
I only bought one of them off of Facebook Marketplace. That was for the coronation. The rest of them I either rented from Tomcat, a local business in Lombard, or this one is actually from a previous princess from 2 years ago.
So I ended up renting one from Tomcat and then buying 3 from Tomcat. It's a secondhand store in downtown Lombard. That's great. And the only one I bought new was my prom dress, which is actually this one from Macy's.
So I think I got about 6 dresses, and 4 of them were from Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't pay more than like $40 for any of them. And then one of them I bought new, and that was for the ball, and then one of them I got on clearance, I think online from a dress store.
I got 2 of mine from the Last Chance, which were really great opportunities. And then this one was my last year's prom dress from Prom Bay. I wore my this year's prom dress, and then I found one of my favorite ones off of Facebook Marketplace, which was a score.
So, how did you ladies hear about this Lilac Princess pageant? I know, program. I'm sorry, I got to use the right words. I know, traditionally Lombard East is the main school. Delaney, you're at Lombard South. People often forget about Lombard South, that a lot of the South Side kids head over to Glen Ellen for that. I mean, there's Willowbrook kids. How do you guys hear about this pageant going on?
Okay, so my mom was a princess in 2003. So I've just been growing up around it. She's been talking about it since before I can remember. So every year I've just been waiting until I was old enough to apply.
I first heard about it from one of my oldest sister's friends, because one of them was a princess and one of them was a queen that year. And then I previously said my sister was a princess, so I kind of got more into the program, learned what it was, everything that they do within the community, and all the amazing opportunities that you get. So I really wanted to do it after learning about it from my sister and from her friends.
So what exactly are you judged on? I know community service, but I know there's a lot of other things. And I know you go through a couple of judging things, questioning and stuff. So first of all, how nerve-wracking is it? And second of all, what kind of questions are they asking?
So for the first round of interviews, that's like what happens when we get picked to actually be a court and when we all become princesses. So for that, we get asked about our community involvement, our leadership skills, and why we think that we would make a good fit to be a princess. And it can be very nerve-wracking because I had already had like my sisters there, and she kind of like talked me through it. She's like, "You'll be okay. It's fine. Just be calm. Talk about it." The princesses from the past year or the queen from the past year, the whole court is there, so they're able to talk to you about it. You're not nervous if you just got to talk to them, and you'll be able to calm yourself down.
Something also too, it's not just anything that we do outside of school, it's also inside of school as well, like you kind of mentioned. So it could be a variety of different things. Like we all are involved in so many different things, and yeah, that's definitely one major part.
Yeah, I got you. And then one other thing is that it's not also just about like your community involvement, school involvement, it's also just how you present yourself. It's a lot of like how well you're able to speak, how you're able to act like in an interview, if you're able to like keep yourself composed. And poise and grace is its own like category in judging, so that's a big one. And do you want to talk about queen interviews?
So for the queen interview, it's asking a lot more questions about how you view the queen position itself, what it would mean to you, things like that, stuff about your personal self too and community involvement. But since it's the same interviewers from the princess interview, they already kind of know you, so you talk about that a little bit, you brush over it. And my advice to anyone who would want to like try to be a princess and then eventually a queen, at the end of the day, it's just a conversation. If the conversation goes great, that's good. It was a good conversation. If it goes badly, it was just a bad conversation, and you never have to think about it again. Julie, do you wanna?
Sure. Going off of was it like nerve-wracking or anything? Yes, it was. I was so nervous walking into those interviews, but everybody who interviewed was just so kind. We were able to just kind of sit in the room together waiting for our interview to come up, and I think that kindness was very important and definitely got me through those interviews. Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed about all you girls, you're all the same height. Are you guys all have the same like level shoes on, or some of you are getting propped up? Makes the interviews a lot easier.
We just got kind of lucky this year. Like in the past, it's been like, oh, one girl's like really tall or one girl's really short. But we were like we got to the day where we all met each other and we were like, wow, we're all within like 3 inches of each other. It was really funny.
So Joe, you and I are the same height as the girls too. So all right, one last question. I know you guys do so many activities and appearances. What has been your favorite thing? Yeah, think about this one. What has been your favorite thing, other than Facebook Marketplace, which seems to be, my favorite too? What has been your favorite thing for this season?
This will probably be most of our favorite thing, but my favorite thing was the Little Lady Lilac Ball. It was just so fun to be able to meet all the kids, dance with all the kids, and I met so many people there. Like all the dads there, they were so kind when I was dancing with their daughters, and I was able to meet a lot of community members. Like I met the president of Lombard, and I met like so many different people, and that was like a great opportunity to like get involved in the community. Also, just like it's just fun. It's fun to dance with little kids and have fun.
I really can't pick an event, but I also just want to more so say the most enjoyable part has being with all of you guys. By meeting all of you, because I go to a different school. I don't know all of you personally, but just getting to know you has just been the best part of this whole experience.
And on that, this will be the last time the 5 of you are together.
Yes.
Like this.
Yeah.
So cherish that. Cherish the view of the parade.
Yeah. So that's definitely been the most fun part about this whole thing.
Getting to know all of you guys has been such a great time, and I'm really glad we got to do that. My favorite event has to be the Little Lady Lilac Ball, honestly. I love all of the events, but that one was so special because I used to go with my dad, so that was really sweet. And a lot of the kids I babysit or live in the neighborhood were there, so I got to like run around with them a little bit, and that was really nice too.
Yeah, my favorite event was the Little Lady Lilac Ball. It was really fun. It was just really special seeing like how little girls look up to you and being like, wow, like that was me at one point. And then you grow up and you get to be that for them. It's really special. And then obviously just growing with all of you. Because at first maybe it was a little awkward. We didn't know each other too well. But now like we're lifelong best friends, and that's really special.
My favorite event, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I liked the craft fair. The Little Lady was so special because I grew up going to that. But in a similar vein, at the craft fair, we got to see so many of those little girls and just so many more community members. Like, the town felt alive after the cold months. And then just like, I know some of you are ready from school, but just getting closer with all of you has been really special.
Well, thank you, ladies, very much for all your time and effort in this pageant. Thank you for everything you've done, helping out the little girls. Enjoy your time, and good luck to you ladies in the future. All right, we're back, Yvonne. Back here after talking to the princesses and the queen, and then back here, you and I are back here again doing the parade.
Yeah, this is what, 3 years?
I think 3 years now.
I've been doing it longer than that. I've done it. This is probably my 6th year doing it.
Well, thanks for bringing me in.
Well, and you know what? We did have 2 years where the Lilac Parade didn't happen. 2019, we had that storm come through.
The storm, yeah.
And then the following year, it was, the thing
COVID
that we
year.
should not mention.
Yeah.
The year that was not fun for anybody, I don't think.
Well, it's interesting. This the couple years I've been with you, we've had really warm, nice, sunny weather. Today it's bright out, but it's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly. Last
chilly.
year was
Got our
really
jackets
windy, I
on.
recall, but it was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Gotta pat down and weight down our notes on all the exciting floats we have coming through.
Exactly. So I think the parade is probably stepped off already. Hasn't made it down to us yet. I haven't heard any of the sirens.
I can hear a little bit of them.
Can you? Okay, well, your hearing's better than mine.
But yeah,
So.
big parade this year. We've got
147 units,
almost
I believe.
150 units, yeah.
Yeah. And we've got a great crowd driving here this morning. I noticed, of course, the tradition of all the chairs out, saving
chairs
their
out.
spots. I noticed some of that last night, too.
The difference,
this
Chicago
morning-
has that tradition, but usually it's saving spaces during a snowstorm.
Exactly.
We're here
It's
saving during
space
a
on the street.
nice fun parade.
Right. But I'm glad that our seats are reserved. I don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
But,
Although I tell you, I'm a little so-so in this umbrella here, kind of making us all shady.
yeah,
gets a
maybe
little colder.
that's why that's why it's a little chilly for us.
When that
but-
sun hits, it's good.
Yeah, but it's a great crowd. I see lots of little kids. Looks like maybe this is their first year for the parade.
Yeah, there are.
You never know. Yeah.
Certainly more young kids, young families, I think, coming into Lombard, which is good to see.
Which is really good to see. Yeah. So looking forward to seeing what's happening in the parade this year. I know the sirens. That's the first thing.
That's always the first
The fire
thing.
departments and the police departments and
Well,
the
the-
ambulances and all that.
I think the one nice thing about the Lilac Parade versus some of the other local parades is we're not tied to 4th of July or Memorial Day or Labor Day, so all the float people are all. We have more to choose from.
We have
to
more
build
of an
the-
availability. But today is the last day of lilac time in Lombard. Have you been to Lacatia Park?
Ever or this year?
This year, sir.
This year. You know what? I have not made it yet.
Should I have said ever? Because ever.
I've
means yes.
I've
Yes.
certainly been
Well,
there.
Lacatia Park was looking beautiful. We went this past week, and there were a lot of people there, a lot of graduation pictures being taken, and when we drove by yesterday, a lot of prom pictures were happening. So it's a beautiful park for pictures, for weddings. I've been to a wedding in Lacatia Park. and
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, my boys went to Lombard South, so I think a lot of times people in the Glen Ellen and even on the board of the Lombard kids, they forget about Lacatia Park as a spot.
Well, it's definitely a on the record of lilacs in general. So I just think it's something that it's a tradition. I'm like, I've seen it every year, but I have to go back.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't appreciate because we're here and it's so accessible to us.
And when the lilacs and the tulips and the daffodils and everything's kind of in bloom at once, it's just really an incredible park.
And that's what I think makes it so great for prom, which are always held, end of April, beginning of May.
Right.
Boom, that's the prime time for Lacatia Park. That's when it's at its peak.
And you know that during the summer there are concerts in the park.
Yeah.
In the center court, and we've been to those several times, and they're really just nice, laid back, sit on the grass, kids run around and play, and you just listen to the band, whatever band happens to be there. So looking forward to that this year. I have no idea who the bands are. I guess I'll have to look that up on the lombardparks.com or .org.com. lombardparks.com, I believe it is.
Not quite sure.
And in case you didn't know, you can go on there and look at the bloomometer. And so you can find out just without leaving your home whether the lilacs are coming up or if they're in full bloom or they're starting to fade. And they're starting to fade, sadly. But we know they'll be back here again next year.
Now, there are some late blooming lilacs, aren't there?
I have a late blooming lilac
Okay.
in my yard, and it's just starting to bud.
I have, it's actually a French lilac that blooms later. So
Later.
it's
Okay.
starting to smell really nice.
Oh, yeah. So when Lacatia Park is all done, we can just come and visit my house, your house,
Come by our house.
our little
Yep.
gardens.
Yep.
So, and then, I know there's a lot of other lilac time events. I did go to the craft fair this year. It was very windy and it was pretty chilly that day.
Yeah.
But there was a nice crowd there, of course. And
Well,
now
we
I can hear the sirens
We've really had
coming.
a brisk spring, more so than
We
in
did.
a
I
long
feel
time.
like it's taken a long time for spring to grab hold. And now that, and then that little taste of warm weather that we had this week.
Well, in the gardening world, they kind of say wait until, in Chicago, they say wait until Mother's Day because you don't want to have any freezes. But we're going to be in the 40s all week at night.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully,
but
all the
that's I
plants
don't
will
think
make it.
that I don't think that yeah I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, for sure, we're all happy. Lilac time is like, oh yay, winter is finally over.
Yeah.
Here we are in Lombard, and do people really realize what a gem Lombard is, having our claim to fame to be the lilacs in Lacatia Park, and we've got the historical society and all these lilac time events and things like that. I think maybe we take it for granted, but I think that we're really fortunate because if you look at other towns around, they don't necessarily do some of the things like
have
this.
some of this fun extra stuff.
So Lombard really is fortunate.
Well, here's another one of Lombard's claim to fame. I'll wind this story in.
Okay.
I picked up my son from college. He goes to Iowa State in Ames, Iowa. Okay. Driving around through some of the neighborhoods, and actually I saw there was a lustrum home.
A lustrum home?
Yeah.
Oh,
in Ames,
okay.
Iowa, and I said, Steve, look, it's a lustrum home. We have thousands, hundreds, all right, maybe many of them.
My brother
in Lombard.
lives in a lustron home.
Yeah.
So yeah. And
so
those
another
are,
one of Lombard's claim to fame.
That's true. We do have a lot of those. I mean, they are strewn about throughout the Chicagoland area, but Lombard does have its fair share of those.
Yeah.
And those are pretty interesting. If you don't know what a lustron home is, I urge you to Google it. Lustron. It's a definite architecture. They're all metal.
All metal house
And
that they built kind
even
of after
even
World
the walls
War II.
inside, if they haven't been altered, even the walls inside, you can magnet things to the wall.
Put a magnet and hang all your pictures.
Exactly. So I know that there's a lot of people that that's kind of a collector item, and to be able to get replacement parts for it, you have to get them from other lustron homes.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing, but it's rather interesting, even if you're not into architecture, even if you're not into home types and things like that. It's definitely interesting to read about that.
Well, it was fascinating being in another state and 5 hours away, and to see one of those and say, hey, I know one of those.
Is it Ames, Iowa? Is that Pella Windows? Is that where Pella
It's around the
is?
corner from Pella Windows.
Okay. So yeah, Pella's big over in Iowa.
Yeah.
I was in Dubuque a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's actually
it's a really nice town.
It is a really nice town.
Really
yes.
nice town.
Yeah. It was a little cold and rainy, so we didn't get to appreciate it quite like we should have. But
beautiful river walk.
yeah, we weren't able to do that. But we did go to that supper club that's up on the hill.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But that was actually an interesting and fun and delicious experience. So, well, I'm starting to hear the fire trucks coming.
Yep, they're coming.
And that was the most exciting part. I've lived in Lombard all my life, so I've been coming to the Lombard Lilac Parade since I was since I can remember. I don't really remember the first one, and that was always like the most exciting part. You hear the sirens, you know the parade's coming, and then it's just the anticipation of that and plugging your ears and
Waiting for them to get past you.
Exactly. So parade day was always an exciting time in Lombard. No, and I know we get fire trucks, fire companies from all over the suburbs.
Yeah,
so I don't
that's
know.
again the nice thing about being kind of an off
so
from the main
I'll
holidays.
tell you what, let's find out now what we've got going here. So we've got let's find my list here. We are going to have it doesn't really tell us. We're DuPage County, the police department, the fire department color guard. I know that we get usually the Glen Ellen Volunteer Fire Department, York Township. What else? Gee, I don't know. It doesn't really say here, but
Well, from the sound of it, I think there's quite a few.
I am inclined to believe that. So, and the most exciting part was when they would wave and look at you, and they would wave at you.
Actually, I'm starting to see some lights.
Are you? Okay. That's great.
People duck down a little bit. I could probably see more.
Yeah. All right, well. Now you can see there's, oh yeah, I see it now. I see them now. So, cruising down Main Street, that's our theme this year. So I expect we're going to see a lot of motorized vehicles. And I believe there is going to be candy being passed out again this year.
Candy? Oh.
They missed us last year, Joe.
Yeah, we didn't get any candy.
No, we didn't.
So if you're out in the crowd, come by with some candy.
Really?
Looks like they're leading off with a ladder truck. Little truck number 4.
A little Navy color guard first. It's good to see people still rising for the American flag as it goes by.
Yeah. A lot of hands on the heart. Crowd applauding as they stand.
See, there goes Candy.
Candy. And then we have Glen Ellen Fire Department here with their old-time fire truck. Hopefully they just use that thing in parades.
Yeah, I believe so.
question, Yvonne. Do you have any idea how they come up with the numbers on these trucks? Like, was there a 60th truck in Glen Ellen that they had to jump to 61?
I don't know, maybe. We got the DuPage County Sheriff's Department.
Police car, we've got Oakbrook Terrace fire trucks. Oakbrook's represented. York Center and the Villa Park Fire Department bringing their vehicles through. And now it's time for the banner section of the parade. Everybody walking by with banners.
Okay. This year's parade sponsored by the Village of Lombard and the following business. We have the Westin Chicago, Embassy Suites, Sure Stay Hotel, Extended Stay, Fairfield Inn and Suites, Hyatt, Lombard Suites, and Town Place Suites. Sorry, Comfort Suites and Town Place Suites.
The Lombard Parade Committee would like to take a moment to recognize and thank all the incredible businesses and sponsors who helped make today's parade possible. Through your generous donations, sponsorships, participation in our fundraising events, you've not only brought this year's parade to life, you've helped preserve the cherished community tradition. Your support fuels the heart of Lombard, allowing us to celebrate with pride, unity, and joy. From all the volunteers and the thousands gathered here today, thank you for keeping the spirit of the Lilac Parade alive.
And there's our theme, cruising on Main Street, and our Lombard East sports students carrying all of our banners. Cruising on Main Street. I actually used to cruise on Main Street when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing then.
Driving up and down past Dairy Queen, the Gee Whiz Candy Store,
and
DuPage Theater.
Yeah, and Dog and Suds.
Dog and Suds.
Yep. Okay, so now we have the Veterans of Foreign War and Auxiliary, Lombard Post 5815.
The members are World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan veterans. Afghan veterans. We meet the second Tuesday of each month at the Comfort Suites on North Avenue at 7 p.m. Veterans, please join us. And now we've got the Northern Illinois chapter. Northern Illinois chapter preserving the integrity of military vehicles from World War I to present.
I'll read this one.
Always interesting to see these vehicles. Actually,
Yeah.
I spent taking prom pictures with my son yesterday. We got to spend some time over at Cantini. See some of the old
nice.
tanks. There's no tanks coming down Main Street Lombard,
Yeah.
but plenty of old-time vehicles.
You can hear the band in the distance. We have the Lombard East High School Marching Rams leading us off this year. let's see. Here's the best band in the land, the Lombard East High School Marching Rams. They are a 140-member band that performs for halftime of every home football game, including the playoffs. They have a baton twirler and a color guard that performs with them for each show, and they're with the band today. With the theme of this year's Lilac Parade being Cruisin' on Main Street, here are the Marching Rams performing a song by Tom Cochrane, covered by Rascal Flatts for the movie Cars, entitled Life is a Highway.
Ah. That was a mouthful, Yvonne.
It was. Well, they're coming, though. Look we got some dancing kids across the street
Kids
there.
are dancing in the streets.
That's right.
I tell you, Yvonne, I'm glad for the weather today for those kids having to wear those polyester uniforms and hats. You can see all the workers walking around with water for them.
Right.
But it's a great day.
Hey, Joe, here comes the Willowbrook High School Junior ROTC. The cadets of the Willowbrook High School Junior ROTC department are honored to be able to join the Lilac Parade for the first time.
Woohoo! Welcome.
The JROTC department was founded at Willowbrook in January of 2025, just this year.
Brand new.
They are grateful for the opportunity to continue their efforts to support our local communities and the opportunity to be a part of this exceptional tradition. Lieutenant Colonel Mike Reardon is the person in charge here.
You know, some people watching this may know that Willowbrook High School is actually in Villa Park, but a lot of kids from Lombard go to that school.
Absolutely. My kids went to that school, and I live in Lombard. So we do have 2 high schools feeding into Lombard. Well, 3.
3.
3, I'm sorry. We also have
Glenbard
South, where your
down
kids
in
go.
Glenone, yeah. For those of us Southsiders,
yeah.
Head over to Glenbard South.
And here's our new village board. We have some new members on there. And here are the Board of Trustees that are walking today with their families.
Yeah, this is a brand new board. We just had elections, so there's some new faces in that crowd.
Right.
Then we have our Grand Marshal, Mike Tonner.
Tonner.
I'm sorry, Mike. Mike Tonner is the 2025 Grand Marshal because he's always had a heart in everything he has participated in, and he's worked as best to his ability for the parade, the JCs, and as a Lombardian. And following him, we've got Antioch Brass. The Antioch Brass Quintet has been providing live entertainment to audiences for over 25 years and is comprised of some of the finest professional musicians in the Chicagoland area. Today, they bring their music for a cruisin'.
And now we have the Lilac Court Alumni 95th reunion. The Lilac Queen has been a time-honored tradition in Lombard since 1930. This year is the 95th reunion of the Lilac Court.
Wow.
Represented here are members of the past Lilac Court. Some of these women were a Lilac Princess back in the 70s and 80s. The Lilac Princess program is sponsored by the Lombard Junior Women's Club, and with the support of the Village of Lombard and other nonprofit and civic organizations in the community.
See anybody recognize Yvonne?
No, I don't, but it went by pretty fast. All right. Mannys Ale House, Joe.
Mannys Ale House is more than just a great place for food and drinks. They're a true community champion. With their continued support of local events and fundraising events, including generous contributions to the Lombard Parade Committee, Mannys Ale House helps keep cherished traditions like the Lilac Parade alive and thriving. Their commitment to bringing people together and supporting the spirit of Lombard is something we're proud to celebrate.
And here comes Sam the Wheeler. Sam the Wild Wheeler comes all the way from East Africa. He is one of 2 giant wheelers in the world. Sam is very excited to be here at our parade today.
Sam's a regular. He's been here a few years.
And he does some pretty fun stuff.
And as Sam rolls on, we've got
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. With a strong commitment to community involvement, O'Reilly Auto Parts has helped drive this year's parade forward through their sponsorship and participation in our fundraising efforts. Their dedication to serving not just customers, but the community as a whole plays an important role in keeping beloved local traditions like the Lilac Parade alive. We're proud to recognize O'Reilly Auto Parts as a valued community partner.
Following them, we've got the Madina Shriners Fire Unit. The Madina Shriners Fire Unit, with their mini model T fire wagons, participate in parades each year in support of Shriners Hospital for Children. Shriners Children provide specialized care to children with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lip and palate. All right, the Patio, known for serving up delicious food with a side of hometown pride. The Patio has contributed with helping sponsor this year's parade. Their commitment to community and tradition plays a key role in keeping the Lilac Parade alive for future generations to enjoy. We're proud to have the Patio as a valued partner in celebrating the spirit of Lombard. And actually, I just ate there yesterday with my daughter.
Ah.
Good food, always.
Where'd he go through? And we have Andy Linder, holder of 5 world records in the sport of footbag, which is also known as hacky sack. Among his records is the world's record for kicking a footbag the fastest, which is 1,019 kicks in 5 minutes.
And you can see his speed right there.
Is Andy a local guy?
I don't know.
Andy from?
I don't know.
We're lucky to have him.
Yeah. All right.
Next up, a banner for the Lombard Service League. A lot of good stuff they do.
Actually, was that? No, I think we're ahead. We have something in between.
Uh-oh.
A stilt walker for sure. What is that? That's, I can't see what it says. G.I. Joe something. Pearl's sausage? I don't know. I'm not sure where Lombard Service League went, but maybe they'll be back. Oh, Sausage Emergency. Pearl's All-American Sausage Company.
Ah,
Did you know about that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't know
Number
that
31. Jolly Joy Still Walkers.
Nope, I think that's something else. All right, well, we're just going to pretend like we know what we're doing here. We don't necessarily have all the right information, but we're just going to tell you what we see here. And we got a juggler.
Aaron the juggler.
Aaron the juggler.
Aaron Henning began juggling at the age of 12 in the circus. Today you can find him juggling all over Illinois and Wisconsin.
All right.
And along with him, we've got Whistles on Wheels. Whistles on Wheels is a custom-built circus wagon that showcases the air calliope. The calliope produces sounds by sending compressed air into the whistles. Aaron Henning began juggling at the age of 12 in the circus.
All right, and now we have Soapy Roads. That's one of our new businesses in downtown Lombard. Locally rooted business, Soapy Roads has gone the extra mile to support our fundraising efforts and help sponsor this year's Lilac Parade. Their dedication to the community and commitment to keeping local traditions alive make them a truly valued partner. Thank you, Soapy Roads, for helping make today's celebration possible and keeping the spirit of the parade shining bright.
And here we have the Lombard Falcons football team. We are a volunteer-run, not-for-profit football league that offers boys and girls ages 4 to 14 the opportunity to participate in organized flag football, tackle football, and cheer. Yeah, there's been a lot of football success here in and around Lombard with Willowbrook, Lombard East, Lombard South, Montini winning a championship. A lot of those kids went through that Lombard Football League.
Yeah, Lombard Falcons is you go by Madison Meadow Park
Meadows,
on
yep.
any fall morning, and you are going to see some football. Big organization, still coming. And when else can you run down Main Street and throw a football?
Yeah.
All right, we have the Crystal Lake Strikers Drumline. They are from Crystal Lake, and those are always a fun, organized group to listen to. Here we go.
So we got a little break in the parade here.
We got the Crystal Lake Strikers drumline coming.
They're coming.
Listen to them. You can't see it, but our cameramen are dancing to the music.
He's going
here.
crazy out there. He's pumped.
Couple of them on rollers. Nice job. Sounded great. Party in the USA.
Yay, party in Lombard.
That's right.
Must be a lot of percussionists up in Crystal Lake.
I
Didn't
think
know that
so.
was the hot spot for
Sounds
drumming.
great.
But they
Well,
do a good
looks
job.
Looks like the crowd's enjoying the music. Everybody's got their purple on today. Uh-oh, she doesn't want that hat on. So we have Cindy Ward, Senior Woman of the Year for 2024. She was named Senior Woman of the Year for her tireless efforts in the Lombard community. A resident for over 25 years, Cindy has been involved with numerous local organizations, including Lombard Historical Society, Lombard Park District, Lombard Garden Club, and Helen Plum Library. She also brings joy to residents at senior centers and nursing homes, performing with her banjo group. Ms. Ward's ongoing commitment and leadership in these community efforts are the reason she has received this distinguished recognition. She looks beautiful in her purple outfit. Waving the lilacs.
Waving the lilacs?
Yeah. And then right behind her, we have the Senior Man of the Year 2024, Joseph Martinet. And he's riding with his wife, Rose Martinet. Mr. Martinet is a highly regarded member of the community, earning praise from neighbors for his continuous commitment to service. He regularly volunteers at St. Pius X Parish, assisting with various annual events, including the Cub Scout Pancake Breakfast, and is an active member of the Knights of Columbus. His dedication to improving the lives of others and his lasting positive contributions to the community are why he was selected as this year's Senior Man of the Year. Coming up in a nice, beautiful blue Mustang convertible. Looks like maybe that's the St. Pius Scouts
Oh, yeah.
are with them.
Didn't you used to have a Mustang once upon a time?
My husband did, and he got rid of it before we met, and he has been ruining that day, not the day that he met me, but ruining the day that he got rid of his Mustang.
Well, one or the other.
Yeah.
And then coming up behind there, we have the USCG, U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary. They got a special event coming up, don't they, Yvonne?
They do. They have a free vessel safety check. The United States Coast Guard Auxiliary is doing their free vessel safety check on June 1st from 1 to 5 p.m. at Calvary United Methodist Church at 136 East Highland Avenue in Villa Park. So bring your boat there and have them check it out. Make sure everything is good to go for the year.
Before you get it in the water.
Before you get it in the water, exactly.
And coming up next, we have the Painted Halo Ranch. It's a boarding school and lesson facility in Homer Glen, Illinois. They offer riding lessons for all ages and experience levels across multiple disciplines in a quiet, family-friendly facility. They offer personalized lessons plans to fit each student's needs and goals, provide horse show opportunities, and learning experiences for both on and off the horse.
You know, we haven't seen horses in the parade in a while, so
Been a
I'm
while since
happy
we
to
had
see some horses.
And
Yeah,
they got big horses and little horses.
that's true. Okay, next, coming up,
Oh, the Shrine
the
Clowns.
Shrine Clowns. Joe, you either love them or you don't.
The Madina Shrine Clowns are here to bring joy and laughter. They've been walking miles of smiles for a child as part of the Madina Shriners since 1963.
I don't know. I like clowns.
I'm fine with clowns.
I don't find them being scary, but I know some people do, so that's okay.
And again, I go back to this is the only parade going on, so we get all the whole complement of Shriners.
That's right, we do. So we got juggling Shriners, we got unicycle riding, well, doing both actually. Applause. Okay, we got a clap. Yay! Louder.
Louder.
Yay! All right, we also have the Medina Patrol. This is the oldest parade unit in all of Shrindom.
Does that mean like oldest, they've been doing it the longest, or just like oldest people?
I believe that this was the thing that started out the
Ah.
Shriners in the parade. I don't know. I have a feeling if I were on one of those, what do they call those? The things that they're riding.
Segways.
Segways. I don't think I could balance on that.
I
very
tried
well.
one time.
Did you?
It wasn't real easy.
Yeah. Well, they make it look easy. I mean, it'd be a quick way to get from here to there.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing.
Right.
Medina Patrol.
Yeah.
So coming up, following them is the Lombard Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts Service Unit 517 has over 16 troops and 150 scouts in the Lombard and Villa Park area. If you're looking to join Girl Scouts, visit girlscouts.org and we can match you with a troop to get started.
They're wearing their cruising down Main Street purple shirts.
Purple shirts. Were you a Girl Scout?
Perfect. I was not. I was a campfire girl.
Campfire girl.
Yeah. My daughter was a Girl Scout, though. And I think all 150 Girl Scouts are here.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Each school being represented.
146, 147.
Are you counting?
Yeah.
Look what's coming. Thank you so much.
This is the best. The Girl Scouts gave us cookies.
What kind do we got
our
here?
new favorite float.
Adventure Bowls. It's
somebody
something brand
finally
new.
recognized us.
Yay.
I see moms and dads in that organization.
This is a new cookie.
Yeah.
Indulgent brownie-inspired cookies with a caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. And more Girl Scouts.
More Girl Scouts.
So like we said before, you can pass out candy, and we've seen a lot of candy being passed out.
Yeah.
But we got cookies.
Although, you know what I don't see? Candy on the ground.
No, because they're not allowed
They're
to.
very clean. Very clean in Lombard here.
They're
no
not
messes.
allowed to throw.
No messes.
Right. Well, we don't want kids running out and accidentally getting hit by a band member or a vehicle. So that's the reason. That's the reason for that.
And coming up, we've got a 1948 F1 pickup.
1948.
Yeah.
And it's green, owned by
Richard
Thomas Jr.
I wonder if he ever brings that thing to cruise nights. Do they have a truck night at cruise nights?
Well, I think that anybody can bring anything to cruise. You can bring your car to cruise nights, Joe.
I might have to.
Well, yours is kind of old, so
I got
you
the
should.
Lincoln Continental. My
you
boys
do.
do.
You should. You should bring that.
That's a classic car now.
That's right. My grandpa had a truck like that on the farm. All right.
So you wonder why Lombard has one of the best bands in the land? It's because our feeder schools.
That's
feeder
right.
schools like Marquette, the
Mar-
Marquette Marching Mustangs.
Marquardt
Marching
Mustangs. Go ahead.
The Mustang Band is the marching band from the Marquardt Middle School from Glendale Heights, Illinois. The band's made up of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band students. When our students graduate, they go on to the wonderful band program at Lombard East High School. We love marching in the Lilac Parade. So you start out here and you aspire to be in the Lombard East band.
That's right.
And then I know we have one of your favorites banners, Dairy Queen. From cool treats to warm community spirit, Dairy Queen continues to be a beloved local favorite and a valued partner in helping keep the Lilac Parade tradition alive. The contributions in our fundraising efforts play a vital role in making today's celebration possible. Thank you, Dairy Queen.
And here we have the St. Pius X Parish School in Lombard, offering a faith-filled Catholic education for preschool through 8th grade. St. Pius X is proud to provide academic excellence along with a variety of athletics and extracurriculars. In addition to their award-winning education, they offer 4 competitive sports for grades 5th through 8th, STEM program, art, music, Spanish, cooking club, chess club, and performing arts, including their Spirited Night Crew and Littlest Knights dance teams. Since 1954, they've been building hearts, minds, and souls in the Lombard community. Go Knights!
And another one of your favorites, the DuPage Shriner Cruisin' Coolers. As members of the Cruisin' Coolers, we ride so children can walk. That's not easy to say, Cruisin'
It's not,
Coolers.
I know.
That's why you gave me that one.
But those coolers are sure cool as they cruise down Main Street. And coming up, we're going to hear the District 45 combined bands. They're made up of middle school students at Jefferson and Jackson in Villa Park. Students have been playing from 3 to 5 years, and the bands are under the direction of Joe Koppel and Chris Walbrook. The cheerleaders are led by Shane Brown, Sarah Giordano, Everett O'Neill, and Estelle Tarrant.
Now, District 45, these kids will feed into the Willowbrook band.
Correct.
Correct.
Willowbrook and Addison Trail, I think. Jefferson Middle School.
Yep.
Here's the Lombard Thunder Travel Softball League. It's girls, it's part-time and full-time, ages 10 to 17.
And then we have Ginorio's Pizza, a true homemade favorite. Ginorio's isn't known for their delicious pizza.
Yeah.
They're also known for their commitment to the community. Their support through the donation helps keep the Lilac Parade tradition alive and thriving. Proud to have Ginorio's Pizza in the parade.
Chicago Vintage Mustang Club. They're informal, fun, and free. For more information on how to join, go to www.chicago-mustang.com. Please say www.chicago-mustang.com. I did. Said it exactly the way they wrote it.
Hey, we already heard your Mustang story. Maybe Tony can join this
Well,
club.
I have another friend who's trying to get his Mustang back.
Uh-oh.
So his is a little newer. Tony's was, I don't know, 68 maybe? 73? I don't remember what his was, but he didn't have the money to do what needed to be done with it. But who doesn't love a Mustang? Although today's Mustangs don't look like A
They're
Mustang.
electric vehicles now.
Yeah.
That's no fun. Gotta smell the gasoline, hear the throaty rumble. Glass packs.
Exactly. They were fun to ride in. Okay, here we have the Knights of Columbus Council 6090 of Sacred Heart and St. Pius X. It's one of the most decorated councils in the state. They have reached the Star Consul status in 9 of the last 10 years.
Wow.
So that's great.
And then we've got a banner for Amy's Salon, known for helping the community look and feel their best. Amy's Salon brings that same care and dedication to supporting local traditions. Their generous contribution has helped make today's Lilac Parade a success. We're proud to have Amy's Salon as a valued community partner. Thank you for all your continued support and commitment to keeping the spirit of Lombard shining bright.
And they are sponsoring the Flat 43 BMX team. They've been competing and performing for the past 20 years. These tricks take endless years of practice and dedication. Flat 43 BMX promotes bicycle safety and always wears helmets during their performances.
Wear your helmet if you're jumping over something.
That's right.
Flying over the handles.
See, yeah. Or standing on the seat in the handlebar. There he is.
Those guys look like they're taking part in some of the candy that's been handed out.
Do you blame them?
I would.
I would too. If somebody stopped by with that. Here we have State Representative Tara Costa Howard. They're handing out candy, which is a good thing. Yeah, right there. Well, do you think if we wave, they'll see us and give us some candy?
I would like some. Next, hey, we've got Mannys Ale House. They host parties for the Lilac Parade Committee often and would like to be part of the parade just to get a little bit of exposure in the Lombard area. So you guys are doing it.
That's
You're
right.
getting exposed. Mannys Ale House.
What do we got coming up here?
We've got
Oh yeah, Crake.
Crake in the Carriage. Here comes Crake in the Carriage, a 2-horse trailer turned cozy Irish pub on wheels.
Oh,
This
fun.
unique mobile bar brings the spirit of Ireland and a whole lot of fun to weddings, parties, and evenings all over.
Events.
Events.
Yes.
And evenings. We're fully equipped to handle your entire beverage service. With alcohol provided by the host, we handcraft cocktails, mocktails to elevate your next event.
That's what you're going to have that at your next Orsoland event,
I'm
right?
having it.
All right. That looks like a lot of fun. All right, and we got the Madina Motor Corps. They're under the leadership of Commander Don Schaefer. Madina Motor Corps is a precision motorcycle drill team and parade unit of the Madina Shriners. They perform on white Harleys, Harley-Davidson Ultra Classic motorcycles, and have been entertaining audiences since 1955. It's an all-volunteer group who practice weekly and ride together regularly for the ultimate purpose of helping children enjoy a better quality of life. They ride so children can walk.
And then coming up, we have the Westin Chicago Lombard Hotel, the Westin Hotel in Yorktown Mall.
Yeah.
Neighborhood hotel and conference center. And I will tell you, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. The Westin, they've always, since you were past executive of the Chamber of Commerce,
Yep.
Westin was very helpful to the local community. They did a lot to support the Chamber of Commerce.
And they still do.
They still do.
Yep. Westin has always been very community involved.
I actually got
So
to
that's their hotel shuttle van. So they're gonna, if you need to go someplace while you're staying at the Westin, they'll drive you there.
Actually, I got a chance to see Mike Feigenbaum about 6 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
Mike, long time
former general manager of the Westin.
general manager. Yeah,
Great.
doing well. Still keeps in touch with a lot of folks from
That's
there.
great. That's great. I know he really liked Lombard. I knew a lot of events that happened at the Westin.
Mm-hmm.
Handing out candy, which is always a nice thing. Not yet. Way down there. That's the Westin mobile van.
Yeah, it is. So, Yvonne, we're not even halfway through this parade.
It's a long
Yeah, a
parade
lot of
this year.
stuff,
That's great.
a lot of stuff.
That's great.
Everybody wants to be here.
That's right.
Place to be seen.
I think we got a little slowdown right now. People trying to get around that corner down at Main in Maple.
So, Yvonne, are we going to crack open these Girl Scout cookies they dropped?
Go ahead,
Friday?
Joe. I'll give you the honors. You can be the first to.
I just
open
want to,
them up.
test out this new
Right.
sample.
Well, and then in the meantime, I'll talk about the Happy Tails Mobile Pet Care. Keep your ears open and tails wagging. Happy Tails Mobile Pet Care is rolling through the Lilac Parade. Serving Lombard and surrounding towns, Happy Tails brings professional, stress-free grooming right to your doorstep with our state-of-the-art mobile salon. We're proud to be part of this wonderful community. Give us a wave and a woof as we go by. That is pretty convenient, if your dog is a little stressed going in the car to go get groomed. You just have them roll up to your door. How's that cookie?
So, Yvonne, while you were doing that last read, I actually sacrificed and tried out these new Girl Scout cookies, and I will definitely say they're worth the effort.
All right.
Help yourself.
Okay, I sure will. Oh, I see some dogs here. Those dogs have all been groomed by the Happy
They're
Tails.
very,
by Happy
very
Tails
dapper.
there. Yeah. They're purple scarves on. They're
No
representing.
shaggy dogs here today.
No. Who's got dogs at home? Oh, handing out dog treats. That's awesome. All right, Sew with Sandy offers sewing classes for all ages. Sandy is an award-winner sewer who has a passion for sewing and a love for sharing her craft. Contact Sandy through her website, www.sewwithsandy.com. Those giant scissors. It's great.
What wonder if they really use those. Kind of reminds me of your old
Oh,
ribbon cutting
scissors.
Scissors from the Chamber of Commerce.
That's right.
Oh, and here we have Avanzare. A special thank you to Avanzare of Lombard for their generous support of the Lombard Parade Committee. Known for their exceptional cuisine and excellent atmosphere, Avanzare brings more than just fine dining to the community. They bring heart.
And we were just there for breakfast this morning,
We were just
Joe.
there for breakfast.
They hosted the Lombard Lilac Parade Committee, I should say, for breakfast this morning, so we could have our rundown meeting.
Yes. Call up and make a reservation.
Excellent food, I have to say.
Tell the host, Matt, that Mr. Orsolini sent you.
Tell Ricardo.
Tell Ricardo.
Joe and Yvonne
Jose.
sent you. Exactly. All right, we
Gabby.
have Lombard Bank and Trust. At Lombard Bank and Trust, we're here for all your financial needs. As an authentic community bank, we have a commitment and appreciation for Lombard and always put our customers first. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, offering those little services that make a big difference. Stop by to see how we can help. They're at 1145 South Main Street, right next to Culver's. One big piggy bank there, Joe.
That's a lot of coins.
Yep.
Then we have the
Lombard
Junior Women's Club.
Yeah, I used to be a member.
What kind of stuff do they do, Yvonne?
Well, they're a philanthropic organization. They do a lot of local and community philanthropy, and they also are the ones that run the Lombard Lilac Princess program.
Ah. Then we have the Barbershop Chorus, West Town's Chorus. West Town Chorus was formed in Lombard in 1948, one of the first chapters in the nation. So another thing we're known for.
Sound great.
Yes.
And we got the Lake County Shrine Club. They support the incredible work of Shriners around the world, providing medical treatment to children under 18 suffering from various maladies, regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know of a child that needs specialized care, contact one of the Shriners here or a local shrine center.
And we have the Lombard Princesses. Let's welcome the Lombard Princesses. This group is comprised of daughters and their dads from kindergarten through 5th grade. This group meets monthly with a focus on building friendship and giving back to the community.
They are sponsored by Two Rivers Nation. They're going to be coming up on a semi-truck here. Along with Two Rivers Nation, it's for dads and their girls and boys to have fun together on campouts, community events, bowling, laser tag, and more. A great way to spend quality time with children and make new friends.
Did you see the Girl Scout cookie when I wasn't looking?
I did. That was very good. Two Rivers, look at it. The Pope is here.
The Pope's even on this float. They put a lot of effort into this float.
That is a great float. That represents Lombard. Look at, we've got the
clock.
Lombard downtown clock. First Church of Lombard, the Helen Plum Library, Dairy Queen. Great job, guys.
Technically, I think it's gals.
No, it's guys and gals.
Oh, guys and gals.
Dads and sons and daughters.
I'm giving the girls all the credit.
Okay.
They thought the idea up. I wonder if that's a functioning Dairy Queen.
I don't think so, but it looks pretty good.
Somebody get us a
They
dilly
did
bar.
a great job on that. This is a fun one. Triano's Pizza.
Triano's Pizza.
Revving up the appetite. Rolling down Main Street with the best flavors in town. It's Triano's Pizza and Beef. Serving up hand-tossed pizzas, famous homemade Italian beef sandwiches, and handcrafted pastas. We bring the taste of tradition right here to Lombard. At Triano's, we believe great food brings people together, and thanks to this amazing community, we're celebrating our second year right here in Lombard. We're so grateful for your support, and we can't wait to keep serving you the best Chicago-style pizza, hearty sandwiches, and fresh pasta dishes you love. So whether you're cruising in for a quick bite or gathering with family and friends, we've got the flavors that fuel the fun. Thank you, Lombard, for making us part of your table. Stop by and see us soon. And they are at 704 South Main Street.
I wonder where they got those pizza hats.
I don't know, but I think we need those.
Yeah, they would definitely block some sun.
There's a little cruising car.
Grandma Triano on the back there, looks
All right.
like. Got the First Church of Lombard. First Church of Lombard is a community of faith that offers love, justice, healing, and wholeness to all. Come celebrate the 4th annual Lombard Pride Fest on Sunday, June 1st from noon to 3 p.m. at the church. No matter who you are or wherever you are on life's journey, you're welcome to the First Church of Lombard.
Okay. It's part of First Church here.
First Church?
Yep. And then we have Weston Sons. They're proud to recognize Weston Sons Towing for their incredible support and dedication to our community. Known for their reliable service, fast response times, and commitment to helping others in times of need, Weston Sons has been a trusted name in towing and roadside assistance.
And then, watch out, Yvonne, it's the Lombard Wave Swim Team. And they're squirting water on everybody.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to the Lombard Wave Swim Team. Our local swim team is comprised of children up to age 18. The team competes each summer in June and July and is comprised of swimmers of all skill levels. This is a great opportunity to enjoy the summer outside, improve as swimmers, meet a bunch of new friends. The season's starting in just a few weeks. If you're interested, please find us online or through the Lombard Park District brochure. And next we have the Maple Street Chapel. Lombard residents have been cruising by the Maple Street Chapel for 155 years, be it by automobile, horse and buggy. Friends of the chapel and the Chapel Preservation Society maintain the landmark and share it as a cultural center for the community by providing concerts, history programs, and tours, as well as being a beautiful setting for weddings. Got a lot of good construction going on here this year.
Yeah,
a lot of big set pieces.
For sure. What do we got coming up here? We've got the Big City Dixieland Band. Oh yeah. Under the direction of Michael Bazan, continues the tradition of energetic toe-tapping Dixieland music for all ages. Michael and the musicians of the Big City Dixieland have played for Frankie Valli, the Four Tops, the Woody Herman Orchestra, and the Rockford Symphony. This is family-friendly, happy music for all to enjoy. All right, Joe. The Deli Direct, I believe, is what's coming up.
Deli Direct, whether you're building the ultimate charcuterie board or searching for the perfect gift, Deli Direct is your go-to for flavor and quality.
Who doesn't love a good charcuterie board? Have you ever built one, Joe?
Oh, my wife builds them all the time.
It's so much fun. They're the best.
Oh, the one they come up with that word. Because back in my day, as an Italian, we was always the antipasto tray.
That's true.
Is there a difference?
I don't really know. I don't really
I'd
know.
probably say
I
we should
just
stop
know,
in
I
the
just
Deli
know
Direct.
that as soon as I see one, I head right over there.
Okay. Maybe we'll have to ask Deli Direct
Maybe.
what the difference is.
What's it? I don't. We can always ask Google too.
Yeah, it's more fun to ask
Nice.
Deli Direct.
I suppose.
Next, we have the Lift Center. The Lift Center is opening in June, designed to provide holistic support, including access to food, legal resources, a debt center, an English conversation cafe, and many other essential services. At the heart of this initiative is Lift Market, a welcoming space where those in need can receive nutritious food and household essentials. The market will be open multiple days each week, including morning and evening hours, as well as every Saturday and Sunday to ensure accessibility.
And here we got the Madina Shriners mini choppers. They have 3 goals: spread goodwill and smiles, raise awareness of the Shriners, and fundraise for Shriners Shriners charities. I'm sorry.
And then we have the Mission Barbecue Mobile.
It's a 2.5-ton military truck. That's usually parked outside.
Yeah, I didn't know that thing moved.
Yeah, it does.
Big fan of Mission Barbecue.
Oh, yeah. They're known for their traditional American barbecue and for our mission to serve those who serve. Each location supports the Global War on Terrorism Memorial Foundation, as well as military, police, fire, and first responder charity in our community. Every day at noon, the entire restaurant halts to honor our country with the singing of our national anthem. Mission Barbecue offers customized catering for parties of all sizes, and our authentic Deuce and a Half military truck is outfitted with a fully operational smoker that can roll in and feed your army. Visit their website for a location nearest you, missionbarbecue.com. And guess what? We have one by us. It's so good. On the corner of Finley and Butterfield Road.
Oh, yeah. I'm a regular.
It's great barbecue. Great barbecue. We got O'Neill's Pub right there on St. Charles Road. If you haven't been inside O'Neill's Pub, you need to go check it out. They're fully remodeled in 2020, and it's gorgeous with a nice wraparound bar, lots of entertainment.
Are you still going for trivia night?
No, we need to go do trivia night, Joe.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night, trivia night. I think they have bingo on Thursdays or bags games. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. So they're a family-owned and operated business that has been an integral part of the Lombard community as a business since 1988 and as a family since 1976. Marianne and Ed O'Neill Sr. bought the pub. They have a full menu, which is really good food, delicious burgers, hand-breaded wings, homemade corned beef, and more, with everything made to order. There's always something going on at O'Neill's with weekly trivia, bingo, and open mic night, summer Wednesday bags tournaments, and live musicians, pop-up shops, beer, wine, and liquor tastings on select weekends, Teacher Appreciation Fridays. It's the perfect place to hold your birthday party, class reunion, fundraiser, or any event. Follow them on Facebook or Instagram.
Well, you know who's following them is the Lombard Park District Inspired Pom and Dance teams. Lombard Park District's award-winning inspired dance and pom teams comprised of girls ages 5 to 14. Teams consist of poms, jazz, lyrical dance teams. Begin practice in October and compete March through May. Join us for the 25-26 competitive season.
And here comes the Madina Marauders Pirate Club. Madina Marauders, a pirate them Shriners club that sails the streets, bringing smiles to kids 0 to 99 faces while raising money for the Shriners Transportation Fund. We say ARG when we talk so kids can walk.
You make a good pirate.
I think that was
You
a
got
pretty,
that down.
pretty lousy pirate,
I
but
thought that was a good pirate.
we'll do that.
Arg.
Arg.
Although I'm not sure those are real pirates. I don't see an eye patch or an actual parrot anywhere on that.
I didn't even hear an arg.
I heard an arg.
Did you? Okay.
It wasn't nearly as good as
All
yours.
right.
And driving through, we've got a 1973 MG Midget. Dave Roper. That Bunny is the name of her. Is the name of the car.
Funny. And now we have the Sky Center's Martial Arts. They're on 112 West St. Charles Road in Lombard. It's a local martial arts school. They're a community built on inspiring others to become the best versions of themselves. Is Master George Sky there? I don't see him. They perform at the Lilac Time Art and Craft Fair each year.
Yes, they do. And here we have the banner for O'Neill's Pub.
Oh, a little.
So I don't know if they're falling behind or the
I think
other trucks sped up.
I think I think they just want us to see them.
Yeah.
Again.
Double dipping.
Honestly.
Might need some water. It might be dehydrated.
Maybe.
Slowing
maybe
down.
That's it. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Lombard American Legion Post 391. Their post is entering their 105th continuous year. Good for them. Following
and then
them,
we have J1
yeah.
Auto Repair. Known for keeping our vehicles running smoothly, J1 Auto Repair also helps keep our community and traditions on track. Their generous sponsorship and involvement in our fundraising efforts have helped bring today's Lilac Parade to life. We're proud to recognize J1 Auto Repair as a trusted local business and valued partner in celebrating success.
and we have the Madina.
And then behind them is S&R Custom Travel. A warm thank you to S&R Custom Travel for their generous support of the Lilac Parade Committee. Whether you're planning a dream vacation or a weekend getaway, S&R Custom Travel is known for crafting unforgettable journeys, and today they helped us combine our own journey of tradition and celebration.
And then we have the Madina Shriners Car Club, known for their eye-catching cars, community service, and commitment to fun. The Madina Shriners always bring smiles and excitement wherever they go. They've got some really great classic cars here. It's a nice Corvette. What? We got the South Shore Drill Team. You can hear them coming up. They use performing arts to engage inner city youth through their critical teenage years, mitigating the dangers of gangs, drugs, and violence while guiding members towards completing their education and career goals. Since 2000, the team has seen 100% of its members graduate high school and move on to college. The team performed at the 2020 NBA All-Star Game with Change the Rapper.
I'll be there if you want me, swing,
Joe, this South Shore drill team, they performed at 2 presidential inaugurations, and they were also featured in the 1980 classic Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie.
Oh, I thought I recognized them.
Yeah. This year they will be celebrating 45 years of performance and promise.
Well, I think they always win the award for the biggest speaker at this parade.
Oh, for sure. You can hear them.
And we have a banner for Culver's of Lombard. I want to thank them for their support.
Stop by for their flavor of the day. Is this the Lombard Park District coming up here? And the golf carts? I think so.
That looks like the Lombard Park District.
Yeah.
Join in the fun this summer with a variety of camps and programs. You can also visit us at Paradise Bay Water Park, Lombard Golf Course. I bet that's where those golf carts came from.
I bet you
and
they are.
Madison Meadow Athletic Center. Enjoy life with the Lombard Park District.
Lots of activities going on for Lombard Parks.
Oh, there's Margie Fugel.
There she is. And another Deli Direct banner.
Deli Direct has been all over this parade.
I think we need a charcuterie tray. Did they bring us one?
I haven't gotten one yet. I'm still working on the
Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies for dessert. Oh, I hear some bagpipes.
Tunes of Glory.
You know, I've been thinking of picking up the bagpipes.
Picking them
I
up
gotta
and then
get
putting them
another
right
hobby.
down?
No,
Or what?
I want to learn how to play them.
That would be fun. I have some friends that know how to play.
As you can see, you have friends. Oh, well, I guess your friends do have bagpipes then.
I do have. Yeah, my friend Jerry. I'll hook you up with her. And she
I'm
can
actually, believe it or not,
show
I'm
you.
actually part Scottish.
So am I. Are we?
Grandma?
Are we related?
I don't know.
We might be
Grandma
related,
Rosemary
Joe.
McDonald.
Okay. And mine is Grandma McKillop, Barbara McKillop. Actually, no, she was married to James McKillop.
Ah.
She was Kuhnlein. She was German, but he was Scottish. Tunes of Glory Pipes and Drums from Warrenville, Illinois, led today by Pipe Major Colleen Monahan Sarnes.
I gotta say, those bagpipes, the kilts on those folks remind me of the St. Alexander's grade school girls' uniforms from back in the day.
Well, you know what, Joe? We were talking about O'Neill's. If you go to O'Neill's around St. Patrick's Day, you're going to hear bagpipers. They're invited every year, and let me tell you, they really those are Scottish bagpipers, but there's Irish bagpipers too.
Oh yeah.
And I love the sound of a good bagpipe band.
Now, actually, do we know those are Scottish? Did they?
I don't know. I
Those
think
could
you,
be
I think you
Irish.
made that up.
We made that up.
Could be. Yep, we don't know for sure. Kids were smart. They brought bags for all their candy. So I know we have a page here for Minimax Games, or MinMax Games. I just think we lost it somewhere along the line
Well,
here. Hold
We
on.
want to thank Minimax Games for their sponsorship.
Yeah. American Tales, local pet supply store featuring American-made products. Some more well-groomed dogs.
Yeah, a lot of dogs in this year's parade.
That's okay.
Do they have the mutt strut already?
Yes. That's usually
kind of kicks it off, doesn't it?
That kind of kicks off lilac time.
Well, you bring your dog and you run them?
Well, you run with them.
You run with them.
Yeah, or walk.
I don't have a dog, so.
Well, I have a bunch of grand dogs, 2 of them which are living with us right now. They're not running dogs. Well, one is, the other isn't. They look thirsty.
Got a little bit of a lull here. People are catching up.
All right, so Min-Max Games. I finally found some information on them.
Good.
A special shout out to Min-Max Games for their generous support of the Lombard Lilac Committee. As a local destination for gamers of all ages, Min-Max Games brings fun, creativity, and community together under one roof. Their support through sponsorship has helped make today's Lilac Parade possible. We're proud to have Min-Max Games as part of our parade family. Thank you for helping us keep this beloved Lombard tradition going strong. What do we got here? I don't know. A dog. Well, now's the time to make a Dairy Queen run, Joe. We got a little bit of a lull here before we get to our next unit.
Well,
but you know, the sun is still shining.
nice and bright out.
It
Time
is.
for everyone
It's a beautiful day. We are ready for summer.
Yeah.
Lombard is ready.
Go refresh your drinks. Do a bathroom break. We'll be back here in a second. Oh, I can see the float still coming.
Yeah, good.
So when you used to come to this parade before you were
Famous.
and doing the announcing, where would you sit? How would you come and watch the parade?
You know, well, in when my kids were younger, we had some friends that lived down off Wilson, so we would walk all the way down to Wilson. So we would sit kind of at the beginning of the parade, and then as my kids got a little bit older, we would always, and then we moved over this way, we would sit down closer to this end where we are right now. We're right close to the library. And then with my grandkids, when they would come, we would sit in the chamber parking lot.
Had a good.
Yeah.
Is that why you moved the office there years ago, to get that better spot for the parade?
No, I don't think so, but it was certainly a benefit.
Well, it looks like we got some more action coming up here.
Little Portillo's.
Portillo's. We're proud to recognize Portillo's, a true Chicago legend and a true DuPage County legend.
Exactly.
For their support and presence in our community. From the iconic Italian beef sandwiches to those famous chocolate cake shakes, Portillo continues to serve up flavor, fun, and hometown pride.
And I'll tell you what, my husband's brother and sister-in-law live in Texas, and everybody was thrilled when Portillo's made it down to Texas. They have a Portillo's. They drive to Portillo's to get that beef sandwich because you can't get an Italian beef like that
anywhere.
Anywhere.
It wasn't that long ago that you left. You got past Joliet, you weren't going to see a beef ever.
Right. And Portillo started in your hometown of Villa Park.
Villa Park, yeah.
With the doghouse right there
on
on
St. Charles Road.
St. Charles? I thought it was North Avenue.
St. Charles was 1, North Avenue was 2.
And then they moved to North Avenue? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
I thought it was the doghouse was on North Avenue. Look at those. It's like the first place my kids want to go when they come back into town.
Oh, everybody comes into town.
Gotta go to Portillo's.
Well, actually, my son comes back from college. He wants to hit Avanzari.
Avanzari. All right, we got Helen Plum Library, which we're sitting right across the street from. And then, Lombard Baseball League. And what was that behind Helen Plum Library sign?
Custom
that's
Travel.
the S&R Travel again.
S&R Travel.
Okay.
Multiple supports from them.
Right. Lombard Baseball League. Did your boys ever play baseball?
Oh, yeah, both of them did.
Yep. My youngest played Lombard Baseball. Always fun to go to those games.
Always fun about this time of the year.
Yes.
Those early April games, not so much fun.
A little bit chilly.
Not so much fun.
Right. I think baseball is probably my favorite sport. Football and baseball kind of together, but luckily they're at 2 different times of the year.
Yes.
Until the fall rolls around, but do like a good baseball game. Nothing says summer like a baseball game and a hot dog.
Yeah. Got some more Shriners.
Don't forget about Dominic's Pizza, Joe. Dominic's Pizza.
Oh, I love Dominic's Pizza.
I do
Again,
too.
crossing the border to Villa Park.
Right,
famous for their stomping grounds.
Yeah,
but it's
famous for their mouth-watering pizza and family-friendly atmosphere. Dominic's brings more than great flavor; they bring strong community spirit. Their contribution to our sponsorship and fundraising efforts has made this year's Lilac Parade a memorable celebration. Thank you for helping keep this tradition alive. And
we've got the Aurora Shriners Club, supporting the Shriners Hospital for Children with 22 non-profit medical facilities across America. The Shriners have been making smiles and specialized care for children with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, cleft lip and palate, regardless of the parents' or family's ability to pay. They do good things, in other words.
They do. We got Lombard Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware.
As a helpful place in our hometown, Ace goes beyond hardware. They build strong community connections. Their contribution to our fundraising efforts has played a key role in making today's Lilac Parade a success. We're proud to recognize Ace Hardware of Lombard as a dedicated local partner. Thank you for helping us keep this cherished tradition alive and thriving.
And then we've got the Lombard Area Chamber of Commerce, something we know a little bit about.
A little bit, yep, we sure do. They do some great work with businesses in Lombard.
Supporting the local business community.
Hollywood Hounds. More dogs. That's great.
More dogs. This is a trend going on.
Hollywood Hounds, local dog training, boarding, and daycare. Hollywood Hounds abides by their all dogs are stars motto to help shine the spotlight on dogs of all shapes, sizes, and personalities in need of care in the Chicagoland area and surrounding suburbs. Additional offered services and information can be found at HollywoodHoundsTraining.com. And then we got the Co-op.
Then we've got Co-op
Preschool.
Nursery. We're delighted to recognize Co-op Nursery School for their incredible role in shaping young minds through creativity, kindness, and hands-on learning. As a beloved early childhood program rooted in family involvement and community values, Co-op Nursery School helps build strong foundations for our littlest learners.
My youngest went to Co-op Nursery School, and I have to say it was awesome.
So you're an alumni parent.
An alumni parent, yeah. I love watching how they've decorated their wagons. And they did all cruise cars. That's great. And that's Princess Lovey. It's a character entertainment company right here in Lombard, founded by Lovey Bauman. They bring beloved characters to life to attend events, parties, and more. They're overjoyed to be able to bring a bit of magic to the parade today. I think that was a Bluey character.
That way. Come here, come here.
Oh, here we go. That's Princess Lovey and Company. Right there.
Good old Princess
Character
Lovey.
Entertainment Company. So if you're having a birthday party and you need a character, give them a call. Illinois Central School Bus provides transportation solutions for all needs. From school transportation to private character needs for small or large groups, we have you covered. We're also hiring for drivers and monitors. Starting pay for monitors is $17 an hour and for drivers is $25.50 an hour. We will train you to drive this bus. Call us at 630-386-4820 or apply at www.driveayellowbus.com.
It's a nice little side hustle.
Like the side mirror dice.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't put those in the rearview mirror. It's be hard to see. Banner for J&L Vintage. Known for their unique finds and timeless treasures, J&L Vintage adds charm and character to our community, just like the Lilac Parade. Their support through their fundraising efforts helps keep this beloved tradition alive for future generations.
And we've got the West Suburban Shrine Roaring 57s with their 57 Chevys. It's like they're getting ready to do a little routine
I'm thinking
here.
those are mini 57 Chevys.
Well, they're my speed, my size. Joe, look what's coming.
One of my favorites.
Schnitzelplatz.
Schnitzelplatz.
German restaurant in Glendale Heights on North Avenue, serving the finest German food and beer. You got to go there around Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, yes.
They do have some good pretzels, I have to say. You got some giant pretzels down there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Now here comes their float. The full rest of their float. Speaking of big giant pretzels. Yeah, I mentioned earlier I was thinking about picking up the bagpipes. That was either that or the accordion.
Accordion?
I couldn't decide, but I figured I'd go with the bagpipes.
My mom used to have an accordion.
Did she play it for you?
She did. She knew how to play.
Didn't follow in the family legacy, huh?
No. I tried. It was hard. It was hard. All right, what do we have coming up here?
Concert Band. The Northwest Suburban Concert Band is a true community band welcoming players of all ages, high school and above, and all ability levels. We play music written for bands, for brass, wood bands, and percussion. Our library contains marches, polkas, light classic, and show tunes. We practice 7:30 Tuesday evenings at Springwood Middle School in Hanover Park during the school year, and at Madina Park District during the summer. We're always welcoming new members on any concert band instrument. Check us out on Facebook. So you don't have to give up your music career.
I don't.
When you're
I don't
in high
have
school, Yvonne.
That's good to know. Heartfelt thank you to Yorktown Mall for their incredible support of the Lombard Lilac Committee. As a cornerstone of the local community, Yorktown Mall continues to bring people together not only through shopping and entertainment, but through their generous contributions to events like the Lilac Parade. Their sponsorship and dedication to community engagement have played a key role in making today's celebration possible.
Boy, that guy's got a tough job. One guy on the sign. He's doing a good job keeping it straight, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard for two people to carry that. So you can't quite see it yet, but we got the Jesse White tumbling team coming up, Joe.
They are on
They
their
were
way.
created in 1959 by former Illinois Secretary of State Jesse White to provide a positive alternative for inner city youth. Since then, over 20,000 youth from throughout the Chicagoland area has benefited from the organization. And you know what? They perform all over the state. Yeah, and they are phenomenal. And I am personally hoping that they perform right in front of us.
I certainly do as well. I'd say Jesse White Tumblers and that South Shore band, Drill Team are two of my favorites.
Yes,
they put on a show.
I agree. Here they come. All right.
Now we do have a little advantage because we are near the review stand.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys. Oh, nope, they're going to pass us by. Well, that's
Probably,
a shame.
They're rolling up. Nah, they're rolling up to.
Yeah,
to
but
get
they're
set up.
out of sight of the
Nah,
cameras.
see,
here.
I got a good view.
You do, but our cameramen
cameras
don't.
Well, we'll spin those around. There we go. He's turning it around.
Well. There they are. Unroll their mat and watch them soar through the air.
They probably had to pull way up there so these guys can get a running start.
Yeah, that's true. right. There they are. Each one goes a little higher than the last. Nice job. Okay, let's build a bridge. Make it taller. Look at that. Great job. Right. Look at Keeley's Plumbing. Got some bubbles going on here. I like that minivan. I think I need that. Not only is that a minivan, it's a mini van.
Minivan.
Yes.
Yeah, the LA Tan banners going by a minute ago.
What do we have here? Is this
Mike Kennedy.
Lombard Woman of the Year? Is he Man of the Year? 2025 Man of the Year, Mike Kennedy.
That's Mike Kennedy.
And behind Mike, we have our 2025 Woman of the Year, Judy Klein.
And then Paul's Landscaping. Paul's Landscaping is a service provider working in Lombard and all of DuPage County. The owners are longtime DuPage County residents, have been cruising Lombard's Antique Cruise Night for years.
And we have DC Spinal Wellness, dedicated to helping the community feel its best. DC Spinal Wellness goes beyond chiropractic care. They support the health and vitality of Lombard's cherished traditions. Their contribution to our sponsorship efforts has helped make today's Lilac Parade a great success. Dr. Dan Coffey carrying his banner. And behind them, the National University of Health Sciences. They are the nation's premier institution for health science education, offering outstanding education in integrative health care professions such as chiropractic and naturopathic medicine, acupuncture and oriental medicine, and biomedical science. We believe that care, compassion, and empathy are among the best medicines for healers. Today, we remain at the forefront of integrative health care and continue to serve as proud members of the Lombard area, Illinois community.
And you hear that?
I do.
That's the Glen Westlake Middle School Wildcat Marching Band. Comprises 7th and 8th grade students attending Glen Westlake Middle School here in Lombard. The band has achieved high success over the years, including 26 consecutive superior ratings at the IGSMA District Band Concert and numerous invitations to perform at the University of Illinois Super State Concert Band Festival and the Illinois Music Education Conference. The band is proud to perform at their hometown parade and is grateful for such excellent community support from the District 44 music program. Now, some of these kids will go to Lombard East and be in their marching band. Some will go to Lombard South in their marching band.
All right, you heard it here first. Next year's theme for the Lilac Parade is Happy 250th Birthday, America. 250 years, Joe.
250.
We are babies. The United States, they were babies compared to Europe, but you know what?
Somebody younger than me.
We're proud of it, yes. And of course, then we have the Willowbrook High School Marching Band. Students have 4 different levels of band and percussion. They've appeared in numerous parades throughout the country, and as recently as 6 weeks ago, marched down Main Street, USA in the Magic Kingdom at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Here we have our 2025 Lilac Court. It's a time-honored tradition since 1930. And we met the princesses and the queen earlier today. And they are sponsored by the Lombard Junior Women's Club with support from the Village of Lombard and many other civic and nonprofit organizations in the community. We have Queen Melissa Olis, Chloe Hickman, Jillian Gorvette, Delaney Spontak, and Olive Turner.
Very impressive group of young ladies.
But I'll tell you what, a more impressive group are the Lilac Parade chairperson, and it's Tammy Obermeyer, and fundraising with Ellen Murphy. And these women have dedicated countless hours to this parade. They're already working on next year's parade.
Yeah.
But this is a tireless group. They have done so much.
Hey.
And of course, our Lombard street sweepers. And thanks to Lombard Park District for offering the golf carts for today. And the street sweepers are as much of a tradition as everything else. Keeping Lombard streets clean. And pulling up the rear of the Unified Command Post for DuPage County. Well, Joe, I will see you back here for the 250th anniversary
I'm gonna mark it down.
The United States. I think we need to wear our red, white, and blue next year.
Although we did get these nice yellow shirts. We're like part of the committee now.
It says parade committee person on the back, I think. So
I'd be styling this all around Lombard.
Well, I have to say this was a really a nice parade this year. We had great weather. We had a lot of people in attendance. And now comes the traffic jam. No, everybody's going to go home and celebrate now. We've got a lot of parties and picnics going on. And
see, these police officers got the Lombard golf cart.
That's right.
Police golf cart. I wonder how they figure out who gets the golf cart and who gets to ride the bikes. Drawing straws?
Talent.
Talent?
I don't know. You know what, Joe? It was a lot of fun sitting here with you again this year.
Yes.
And
so who's going to take home these Girl Scout cookies? Me or you?
I have to show you. We got some Girl Scout cookies from the Lombard Girl Scout group, the Adventurefuls.
We
each
brand
tried
new.
one. Very good. You've got boys at your house. You can take them home.
I do, yeah.
We have lots of cookies at our house already. So we'll see you next year for the 250th birthday of the U.S.
Happy birthday, America.
Right. All right. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming to the Lilac Parade. Okay.
All right, we're good. We're off.